I feel bad that people are getting their hopes up for this game. What does the guy mean? Someone asks, yeah? And the guy being like, I can list plenty of reasons why the game will most likely flop, but I can't give you a single reason why the game might be good. The target audience is FromSoftware's fans. What number of those players even have a Switch 2? All delegate that this is a poor idea. Let's invade a little bit and I'm gonna talk about it, because I think there is a lot to disclose here. One of the main arguments there is the fact that Switch 2 is not a platform where FromSoftware fans are at. I am of a belief that FromSoftware literally do not need us. Like, I mean, in the meaning they do not need Souls fans per se. Switch market is so huge that they can actually just make themselves fans on that platform and function based off these fans only, and they will be fine. There is going to be, without a doubt, enough people playing that game if that game is going to be good. Really as simple as that. Does it suck though that FromSoftware releasing a game on one platform and one platform only? Yeah, it does suck, yeah. I really dislike it myself. I would prefer way more to play Duskbloods either on PC or on PlayStation. That's for sure. But here is a thing though. Duskbloods has been, let's say, contracted by Nintendo somewhere into 2018. Considering the fact that Duskbloods was contracted way back when Elden Ring wasn't even a thing yet, and FromSoftware didn't have that enormous success yet. I mean, Souls games were successful, but it was quite a niche, yeah? They went giga mainstream only recently, for real. And considering the fact that after Elden Ring, they are just enormous, yeah? Something like that probably not gonna happen again. That being said, even if you dislike the fact that FromSoftware made an exclusive on Switch game, on the Switch console, I think it's extremely important to still somewhat support this project, because success and positive reception of that project is probably going to be a direct reason why we might potentially get PvP-focused game in the future. That would be a multi-platform. Like, there is no reason so that would... Like, I don't see a reason why it wouldn't happen. Someone in the chat pointed out very nice thing. Duskbloods is apparently an IP of FromSoftware anyway. Like, Nintendo probably just gave them the blank check and just asked them to make the game. Because I don't know, like, maybe someone at Nintendo in the higher ups is actually a huge fan of Miyazaki or whatever, yeah? But Duskbloods being an IP owned by FromSoftware means that maybe not first Duskbloods, but maybe some sort of continuation or some sort of spin-off is going to be actually multi-platform. Maybe even Duskbloods itself is going to be only timed exclusive. Here the guy also mentioned that Elden Ring, it works very poorly on Switch 2 and I had to delay it. Yeah, this is like one of the things that he mentions, and I really think that there is no point to even compare something like Duskbloods to Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a massive open world map without any loading screens, yeah? That's the first thing, yeah? Like, a lot of things is happening on the map, and ultimately, like, Duskbloods is probably gonna be way smaller game when it comes to, like, pure size of stuff like map or events that's gonna be happening here. Plus, it is made on that platform. It's made for Switch. Optimized on Switch from the get-go. Lol. Bruh, debated. So yeah, like there is really no point to, you know, to be like worried. If the game is gonna be running like shit, then well, that's gonna be really, really unfortunate, yeah? But at the given moment, I have feeling like people being like overly pessimistic about all of it. And yeah. I think since FromSoftware is making really fucking good games for a very long time now, like over a decade, it's fans' favorite with Soul stuff. I have feeling like people supposed to give them benefit of the doubt. Even if you're, let's say, Night Rain hater, and you're gonna actually... I have seen this type of beliefs as well, like people saying something along the lines that it's gonna be another Night Rain. Night Rain, by no means, was a bad game. People say that was slop or whatever. That's... No, dude, like... Night Rain implemented one of the best bosses we have ever seen in any of FromSoftware franchise. Like, Night Rain bosses are absolute pure fucking cinema. And I can understand you might not like Night Rain as a concept, but it is not a bad game nor a slop. It's just a spin-off, and well-made spin-off on top of that. Might be not down your alley, but it is not a fucking bad game. Like Night Rain is actually very well made. It does what it's supposed to do, being a roguelike Souls game, basically. Yeah? In that comment the guy made, yeah, that I am quoting right now, and by the way, like, not actually bashing on that one guy, it just he represents particular opinion of the community that I have seen overall, yeah? Like, he's not the only one that says similar stuff. It's actually somewhat of a stigma. That I see, like, ever since... Oh! Congratulations on getting your stuff. I'll die. So... I have seen this stigma, like, ever since first trailer of Duskbloods, where people actually were just extremely upset about the fact it was exclusive. Duskbloods being hated by community, quote-unquote. It is just Night Rain or all over again. Dude, your upsetness doesn't mean that the game is not going to actually do fucking well. Like, really as simple as that. Just... as a matter of fact, let me show you. This is Elden Ring, a game that sold like 30 million copies and it's fucking immense success, and this is very well-selling game of FromSoftware known as Night Rain. It has a little bit different demographic, it has different type of players that play on different hours, but like 24-hour peaks are usually around 35,000. Here are around like 40,000. And you cannot really make an argument that, let's say, like Elden Ring is X years old and this one isn't, yeah? It doesn't matter at all. Point being is, Night Rain, despite having fraction of sales of Elden Ring, is holding very decent numbers because of the gameplay loop being focused around longevity. So if I were you, I really wouldn't be worried about potential lack of community, lack of people that gonna be playing the game, that the game gonna be dead on arrival, or like whatever like people actually bring up. Truth is that we don't really know. Many things might happen. Oh, he's invisible. I actually hit him. Nice, but many things might happen. The game might flop, but I highly doubt it will. I think what's important is the fact that Miyazaki ages ago already said he wanted to make somewhat of a Escape of Tarkov-like game. So Duskbloods probably gonna be some sort of the mini extraction game. Existence of this game doesn't also mean that FromSoftware is taking away resources that could be potentially spent on making like a quote-unquote a main series game, like, you know, like Elden Ring 2 is wouldn't be any faster without projects like Night Rain or Duskbloods. Really as simple as that. It's probably just completely different teams working on these games, and I want to suggest you all to just let them cook. Yet again, if you're upset about Duskbloods being exclusive, you fucking should be, and I'm glad you are. But wishing the game to flop is literally just working against yourself. Like, you don't want this game to flop. Oppose, actually. Like, if the game is going to be an enormous success and it's gonna sell like bazillions fucking copies, the only stigma in like within FromSoftware and people on board probably would be like how much they would make if that shit would sell globally, yeah? If Duskbloods is going to sell very well, then shareholders going to be probably pushing for another game like Duskbloods but released globally, not only on Nintendo. I think this is pretty clear to everyone, yeah?